It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. It says, trust in Yahweh with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Right? You'll find that the more that you wake up in the morning and you trust and you lean in Yahweh, your day's gonna go better. You know, I started really looking back at the days where I was getting up and just doing what I thought I should do, all the time that I was wasting. You know, I get up, I say I'm gonna go to the store and get this. I'm in traffic, damn near stuck in traffic, 5 hours trying to get what I went to the store to get. I go to the store is closed, man. And I immediately think like, damn, I didn't even pray about it. I just went. I didn't even pray about it. I just went. How many times? And it's so easy to do. It's so easy to just get up and not pray. It's so easy to just get up and go and not acknowledge the Most High. And you done damn near wasted a whole day, a whole 24 hours of your life, not acknowledging the Most High. When you could have put that in the hands of the Lord, and you could have gained so much ground. Day after day after day, acknowledging the Most High and gaining ground. When you seeing the world, what's going on is that the world is in the rear view. They think they're ahead of you, but you leaving the world. Why? Because you acknowledging the Most High day after day after day after day. Trying to understand what pleases the Lord. Being led by the Lord. Being guided by the Lord. And the Lord, man, let me get this second address, man. The path that the Lord gonna lead you on, man, it's a road less traveled. Right? It's a road less traveled. This second Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 7. Verse 7. Verse 6, there is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field. And that city is the kingdom of heaven. That's what we're trying to get to. We can see it approaching through the prophecies. You can turn on the news and see that the end is here. You can see that the end is near. You can see the rumors of war. You can see the sun, the signs in the sky, the signs in the moon, the signs in the sun, right? You can see prophecy unfolding. So that's the kingdom of heaven approaching, right? It says, there's also another thing. A city is built and set it upon a broad field, and it's full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow. See, that's the thing with leaning upon the Lord. This road that you're going down is narrow. This road that you're going down is a rough path. And people looking at that path and say, no, I'll take the wide road. That path is too dangerous. That path is too tough. So it's not many people on this path, man. It's not many people that are truly being led by the Most High, right? It says, the entrance thereof is narrow, and it's set in a dangerous place to fall. We living in times where people just want to take the easy route, man. Whatever's easiest. Whatever's easiest. Don't nobody want to fight. Don't nobody want to suffer. Don't nobody want to go the extra mile for the Most High. Everybody wants the easy path, man. Everybody wants the easy way. Everybody wants quick, hot, and now. We living in a world where people don't even want to cook their food, man. You don't want to take the time out. You don't want to take an hour and a half to properly prepare your food. You rather go to McDonald's or a fast food chain and get your food in 30 seconds. It's new, you know? And I'm going to read this. It says, verse 7, where a fire on the right hand and on the left deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go therein at once. So this path that we on, man, that the Lord is leading us on, it's the straight and narrow, man. It's the road less traveled. It's the unpopular path, right? It's the unpopular path. Let me get this. Let me get back to this. All right, this is back to the heart. And some fire precepts I wrote down too. I'm gonna get 2nd Ezra 4:30. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 30. For the grain of evil seed had been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning. So you need to know that. You need to know how you was created, man. The Lord literally placed evil in Adam since the beginning. He gave him this heart that would transgress. He didn't give Adam a perfect heart, and neither do you have a perfect heart. And that's the thing. They say, oh, they got such a good heart. God knows my heart. I got such a... Why does everybody say that, man? Why does everybody say that you got such a good heart when the Most High says the heart is deceitful and wicked above all things, man? Desperately wicked. Who can know it, man? Y'all got good hearts, man? Everybody got good hearts? Yeah. Can I read y'all something about the Bible? Real quick. One scripture. One scripture. Watch this. This is Jeremiah. Let me tell you something about the heart. Because everybody says that they have a good heart. But you have to understand your heart to understand yourself and understand what's going on. This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 9. The human heart is the most deceitful of all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Your heart is against you. There's a war between your mind and your spirit. Your mind don't want to do the things that the Lord want to do. Your spirit and your mind is different. That's why it says, lean not to your own understanding. And that's the message. We have to be led by these words no matter how you feel. Because your heart also, it'll have you up and down. It's your evil heart that's against you, but they'll give you a pill for it. They'll tell you that it's schizophrenia. But really, it's just your mind telling you when to be happy, telling you when to be sad, telling you when to be mad. But we're not supposed to be ruled and regulated by those things. We're supposed to always walk in the spirit, be even killed. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. You have to trust in the Most High. These people going crazy because of they following their heart. Because everybody says what? I got a good heart. You know what I'm saying? I got a good heart. No, your heart is wicked. You was created and formed in sin. There's a battle within you. And you have to know that about yourself. But I want to just give you all that real quick.
Okay. Well, thank you.
All right.
Add to that Romans 7.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Romans 7 and 14.
Psalm 51.
I got created me a clean heart. I got it too.
All right. We're on the same page.
Okay, man. All right, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we gonna get that. Romans 7. You know? We're going to get that. Romans 7 and start at verse 14, right?
There is a season of Advent. That is my preparation time.
Romans 7 and verse 14, right? It says one planted. He said, I planted, Apollos water it, but Yahweh will get an increase, right? So sometimes you may have a split second just to plant a quick seed into the people, right? You have to know, you have to deal with timing. You have to know and understand with discernment. Now, Most High willing, somebody gonna come back and water that seed. And Most High willing, the Most High get an increase where that seed can bring forth fruit, right? So this is Romans chapter 7 in verse 14. You know, when it get cold, man, them pages start sticking, man. And you're like a, you know, here we go. This Romans chapter 7 in verse 14, and it reads, for we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. So Paul understood what was going on within him. Paul wasn't no normal man. Paul was on a high level. He understood the battle between the flesh and the spirit that's going on within him. And you have to understand that. You have to understand that. It's vital, right? Verse 15, for what I am doing, I do not understand. That's because you being led by your heart. You letting your heart guide you. Going on. For what I will do, I do not practice, right? Because your mind, if you pay attention, sometimes when you pick up this word, your mind want to tell you that you're tired. The first thing your heart want to tell you is do it later. That's what your mind want to tell you. Want to tell you to procrastinate. Oh, you can do that. That's how wicked your heart is. That's how wicked your mind is. Because your heart know that if you don't do it now, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to do it. So your heart is against you, man. Your mind is trying to set you up, man. It's full of the things of pleasure. Only thing your mind want to be held to is fleshly things. The lust of the eye, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. That's what your heart and your mind wants. It does not want the things of the spirit, right? Verse 16, verse 14, continuing. For what I am doing, I do not understand. For what I will to do, that I do not practice. But what I hate, that I do. If then I do what I will not to do, I agree that the law is good. But now it is no longer I who do it, but sin that dwells in me. For I know that in me, that is in this flesh, nothing good dwells. For what I will is present with me, but how to perform what is good, I do not find. Why? Why? Why was Paul on such a high level, but yet he found himself doing the things that he hated? Because of that wicked heart, man. And we have to deal with this wicked heart. You're going to have to understand this wicked heart. You're going to have to overcome. You're going to have to overcome the nature of this flesh, man. You're going to have to overcome. Satan, man. Continuing on. Verse 21. I find then a law that evil is present with me, the one who wills to do good. For I delight in the law of Yahweh according to the inward man, but I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind. You see that? So there's a war going on within, man, and they can't give you, they try to give you a pill for that. Here it is, your spirit is fighting your flesh, and you so carnal that your mind is all scatterbrained, and you think you got schizophrenia. You think you hearing stuff. You think you seeing stuff, and you go to Esau, he give you more sorcery. When we're the only thing you need to do is pray, fast, and seek the Most High with all your heart, man. You know? Let me get this, Second Corinthians 10. Right? Woo! Right. This 2 Corinthians chapter 10. In verse 3. It says, we are human, but we do not wage war as humans do. I'm gonna read it in the NKJV. It says, though we walk in the flesh, we do not war according to the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty in Yahweh for pulling down strongholds. So your weapons are not carnal, and you can't think carnal. The average man, when something happens that he don't understand, he gets what? He gets angry. He gets violent. He gets carnal, right? But our weapons are not carnal, they're spiritual, because we understand that everything is spiritual. And we walk in the spirit, so we seek in peace. you understanding, you seeking the Most High, soon as something go wrong, the first thing a spiritual man is going to do is call upon the name of his God. That's the first thing you better do. You better call upon the name of Yahweh. I've seen it over and over again. Something go wrong, and I call upon the name of Yahweh, and I watch the Most High change the spirit of a man. That man may have been coming up aggressive, angry, ready to do harm. It may have been a cop ready to arrest me, and I call upon the name of Yahweh, and I watch the Most High change this man, his whole attitude, change his whole demeanor, change his whole countenance. Right? But a fleshly man, he's going to try to meet carnality with carnality, and things are going to go bad, man. Things are going to go from bad to worse very quickly, right? So I'm going to read that again. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war according to the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty in Yahweh for pulling down strongholds, casting down arguments, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Yahweh. How? Bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Yahweh Shah. So you have to take your mind captive, man. You can't let your mind, you can't let this heart rule you. You can't do it. You have to tell this mind, no, we not finna be up and down. You get up in the morning, sometimes your mind I'm sad. No, we not. The joy of the Lord is my strength. You see that? You have to cast that down. You might get up in the morning, your mind, you're angry. No, I'm not angry. I'm joyful. You have to cast down those. I'm sad. I'm depressed. Your mind is a hater, man. This heart, it hates you, man. It's only concerned with the things of this world and concerned with the things of this flesh. And you have to understand that the Lord's going to give you a new heart, man. He's going to give you a new heart. He's going to give you a new spirit. He's going to trash this, man. The spirit that you got now, you know, you could have a contrite spirit, but this heart, this mind that you got is trash, man. This mind that you got is trash. Let me get this, man. It's trash. And you got men and women trying to base their whole life off this wicked heart. Oh yeah, I've seen it. You know, let me get this, man. I'm gonna get a few more precepts about this heart, and then I'm gonna end it, right? We can go precepts. This Psalms 51:10. Create in me a clean heart, O Yahweh, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Right. That's what you need, man. You need a new heart. You need a new heart. You need to, when you come into this truth, you need to understand the way that you thought, the way that you perceived this world was all wrong. You need a new heart. Your heart needs to be renewed. Your heart needs to be conformed and converted to have the mind of Yahweh Shah. That's what you have to see things through the lens of Yahweh Shah. Because with this new heart, you're going to look at your brothers and your sisters the way you should look at them. With that, you don't want to come into this thing with that old heart. That's the problem. You come into this thing and Jake is not converting. You still got that old mindset. You got your fringes, right? You got your robe, you got your garment, you got your precepts, but you still looking at your brother with an evil eye because you're not converted. You still looking at your sister with hate, jealousy, and anger, man, because you still got that old wicked ass heart, man. I'm gonna read it again. Create in me a clean heart, O Yahweh. Your old heart is trash, man. It's filled with the things of the world, the lust of the flesh, the pride of life, and the lust of the eye. Right? I'm gonna get this. Luke, the 12th chapter. Luke chapter 12, starting at verse 16. It's the book of Luke chapter 12 and verse 16. It says, Then he spoke a parable to them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man yielded plentifully. And he thought within himself. Right? It's going to teach you about your mind and your heart. And following your heart and your mind, and it being contrary to the things of the spirit. And he thought with him in himself, saying, what shall I do? Right? Since I have no room to store my